Alright everybody, it's been a little while since I've gone on and played this game. A lot of life has happened. It is currently about 3:15 Eastern Time. It's 2:15 in my time zone, so I don't know how many people are actually going to be up at this hour watching. But hey, you know what? Why the fuck not? You only live once. It's been so incredibly busy. Now, so I just downloaded the PlayStation 10.50 update, and I've heard some horror stories about it. Wouldn't let me do anything online without downloading it, so it pretty much had me by the balls, which is one of the things that I don't particularly care for that Sony has a tendency to do. But you know what, whatever. I do not have a PS5, and I don't really feel like going and spending over $1,000, which is probably quite a bit more than that, I imagine, for a PS5, when I have a perfectly good PS4 right here, and I'm very happy with it. So let's continue where we left off.
Never be undone.
Oh yeah, this
the
one.
peace you deserve.
You alright, Blondie?
What I wish that I
Sit tight.
could figure out, which I'm sure I will, is I'm having, every so often I have a little bit of echo in these headphones because you can hear the stuff from the TV in the microphone, because I'm using sort of a cheap headset. More people I have watching and subscribing, I might invest in something a little bit
I
more,
was trying too hard to impress the wrong guy.
shall we say,
Kinda like you
pro
with
than this.
Superman.
If there's such a thing as professional, I guess. But for the time being, this is fine. What I do want to do is I want to be able to kind of turn the in-game audio down in the game. I guess one of the ways I could do that is sort of the low-tech way, is I could just
This is gonna hurt. A lot.
I could just basically turn around. The reason I'm talking through the cutscene is because I've already kind of got past this part, and it's different. So if I turn down the sound a little bit, then it will
Stopping you before you make a mistake.
probably
That
less
lunatic
likely
deserves to die.
to get into
Maybe,
the headphones.
but she's defenseless.
I have it
She's had
fairly
no
loud.
trial.
Every game
You told me Amazon's
has
fought with honor.
different. Every game seems to have different issues.
Hail Hestia.
I forgot this is where I was. I find you gotta really kind of be in the right headspace for some of these games. I was not having a good day when I played that game last.
Now don't you feel silly? Hail Hermes.
I also had done a couple of auditions. They were coming up that I totally botched.
You should get me some.
That didn't look like good.
Hail Hestia.
Ow. I'll be honest, when I play these games, I tend to like to play as one character, and in story mode you don't have that option.
Aphrodite forbids you.
So it does force you to it does force you to play and become proficient in all the characters. And there is an argument to be said for that sort of thing. But it's also can be a little annoying when you really, if you're like me, and you really kind of want to take your time and get to know the various combos so that you can get as good as you possibly can. The other thing that I find is Injustice is the controls are fairly responsive. It's not the fastest fighting game there is, but what I do find about it is that it has a tendency to when the controller gets a little low on battery power, like once you start getting to 2 bars, I find that it starts to get a little sluggish, and sometimes you'll do an attack and it'll just sit there and it won't do anything. Maybe that's in my mind that I'm coming up with an excuse for times when I'm not performing well, but it does seem to be fairly inconsistent. But where I do see it happen in a way that I can usually put something to it is that when the controller is not completely full. And I have kind of a loose connection I probably should get another USB cable. I mean, I didn't pay... My PS4, I didn't buy new. I got it used at a thrift store because I didn't feel like paying like $1,000 for it. I mean, it was just supposed to do something fun. And I wasn't even intending on necessarily having the PlayStation 4 connected to the internet. I was not intending to have the thing. I was not intending to have it connected to the internet, and I was not intending to have it to do the online thing. But I ended up really enjoying it, and I have a little bit more time. I find that, I mean, I run a television production company, right? So I just found out this week that I'm actually going to be doing 5 different shows. So it's been a little busy. So I find that I have days where I can just sort of relax and spend a bunch of time working on, or not working on, like playing video games, which is nice. And then sometimes there's a couple of days or a week or whatever that I just can't. So what I'll do is I make sure that there's plenty of episodes of Go Nitro to keep the YouTube algorithm happy. And this character is a bit of a cunt.
You told me Amazon's fought with honor.
You know, for a bunch of heroes that are supposedly there for peace and whatever, peace, justice, in the American way, they sure seem to have a lot of infighting, and they seem to get in a lot of arguments. They don't seem to get on.
Yield if you wish to live.
I mean, I get that, not everybody agrees with everything all the time, but it just seems like you've got an awful lot of egos here, which I suppose makes sense when you're dealing with a bunch of superheroes, and when they don't get their way, then we basically are in a fist fight. Which is supposed to be an example to all humankind that we are beating the shit out of each other.
Yield if you wish to live.
Beating the shit out of a bad guy, that I can understand. What's really annoying, I find about this, is it's almost more annoying when you get really close.
Which part of you hurts the worst?
I don't like it when... The one thing I don't like about this game is that every so often when you're in the middle, when you're doing well or you're kind of closing the gap a little bit, you get the characters and then they want to basically trash talk. But when they're in the middle of trash talking, you can't actually continue fighting. It actually stops and freezes. You can't actually...
You told me Amazon's fought with honor.
You have to wait for the fucking recording to finish before you can actually do anything. And I find that really distracting. And it makes it difficult. Especially when you're dealing with a character that's a bit more difficult. So obviously, as you can see, some characters I'm able to get right away, and then others I'm not as effective with. And since starting, this is not... Supergirl is not... Like, I've closed the gap a couple of times and I got really close, but she just... This Supergirl is not... doesn't do all that well, or at least I'm not doing that well right now, with her against Wonder Woman. The other thing is she likes to use this, so it makes it harder to it can make it a little bit more difficult to ascertain whether close contact, like close quarter attacks are more effective, or long range attacks, because then she can just... So a lot of the time what I do, or what I try to do when I play these games, is I try to kind of figure out, okay, well, is whatever character I'm having to play in story mode, well, any character really, are they better in close quarters? Are they better long quarters? Am I getting? Do I do better with kicks? Do I do better with various other types of attacks? I mean, I'll be honest. I kind of approach it the same way that I approach martial arts. Not. I approach it in a similar way to the way that I approach martial arts, because you're kind of going, when you're, for example, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which I train in, everybody's a little different, and everybody's a lot different. You have different types of body types, you have different strengths. Some people are better at chokes, so you learn to defend certain things. Some people are really fast, and everybody's got their things. So the first thing that you do when you roll with somebody, or you roll with somebody consistently, and everybody's like that, when they are in martial arts, particularly Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they, for example with me, if I'm rolling with somebody, I'm like, okay, well, I know this guy in my class, he's really good at chokes. So might spend a little bit more time with defense, but maybe his legs aren't as strong, so it might be easier for me to trap him. This person, they might not have the greatest rotation, and it might be easier to get in various types of chimeras. Other people might not have the greatest balance when they're standing up, so I might do a Della Riva or something like that. Everybody has their thing, and I have it too, right? So when I'm rolling, my classmates are looking at, okay, well, what is Corey weak with? What are his strengths and what are his weaknesses? I'm hard to choke, so people tend to not try to choke me so much. But I'm still working on the odd bit of balance, and I'm better with my legs, so people generally tend to try not to be trapped. But the other thing is you're always learning at the same time too, right? You also want to be aware of your own weaknesses so that you can go and train, and maybe if your strength, your upper body is not as strong as your legs, for example, then you can go to the gym and you can start trying to work on that. Maybe you can do drills and things like that. Drillers are killers, and you take an analytical approach. And I find that once you start dealing with the kinds of things that you think about strategically with martial arts, then you start kind of thinking about everything that way.
I'll get you to a doctor.
And that is, that to me is,
Oh, Blondie.
I suppose you could say it's not necessarily a bad thing, but anytime you're in a situation where you're in a fight, if you want to call it that, you start thinking about things strategically. Okay, well, where can I open a hole? Where can I open a gap? Where can I
analyzed the Kryptonian
you know what I
data
mean?
like you asked. You didn't miss anything.
So,
they just didn't have an answer for Brainiac.
well, at least she's done.
There has to be something. You know what I mean? A blind spot, a weakness. Brute force won't be enough.
If your powers are restored, I should leave for Kandak. Make sure its defenses are...
As a shining example,
Brainiac
I have
hasn't
to be
attacked it
very
Without
honest
the
with you,
Lieutenant's
and I
magic
find
has
Black
contact
Adam
with
in this
my
game
eyes,
to be a
even
huge
Brainiac's.
pain in the ass to deal
I don't
with.
expect him to be
He was
fooled
very
forever.
frustrating to beat earlier on, and,
Cal, we need to talk.
Give me a minute, both of you. Damien told me what happened. Is Diana all right?
She's fine. But she was gonna kill Harley. I've never seen her so cold-blooded.
Yes, it's unfortunate.
I know.
it's pretty good.
It's unfortunate Diana chose now.
The
to be
voice
apart.
work and the story
More
mode in this
unfortunate that
game
you got in the
is
way.
far better than, frankly, it
Joker
has any
sickened
right
Harley's
to,
mind beyond healing.
given
When she relapses,
the
innocent
type
people
of
die.
game that it
Innocent
is. I mean,
people are
and
dying
I've
now.
said this in pretty
She
much
was
every
helping
stream
us.
that I've
Don't
done
be
while I have
naive,
been playing
Kara.
through
Harley's
the
a
story
criminal.
mode of this
My
game.
only mistake was not dealing
But-
with her sooner.
Diana said
I
that
have
Joker
to
was
say
executed.
the
Were you the one who...
I
you
took
start
one
to
life
see
to
sort of
save
the
millions.
limitations
But it wasn't
of the
just
sort of
one, Cal,
mechanics
was it?
with these kinds of
How
games
many?
as
How many?
you sort of
Everywhere
go
I
through
go,
it.
people are
For
afraid of
example,
this.
I mean, you
Now I know why.
okay, the Justice League has
It's
been
not
broken
how I
up. There's
wanted
some,
things, but
big bad
humans-
dude, and there's some
been
kind of an
slaughtering each other for
altercation or
millennia.
whatever it is you
I
wanna
stopped that
call it.
violence.
And then basically
need
what you
strong
wind up
leadership.
looking
We
at
have to
here
save
is
them
a
from
situation where
Whose
then
son
you
are
have a bunch of characters and they have a
Jor-El's?
disagreement, and then they get pissed off, and
General
then they can't,
Zod's?
discuss it. So then they end up getting a fight. One character capitulates. Oh, gee, I was wrong, and everything is resolved in a simple homily after beating the living shit out of each other. And then
Hold on,
they
Kara.
run into other
Maybe your
characters, and
father
then they
locked
have
you up
another
for good
disagreement,
reason.
and then they beat the shit out of each other
Superman's
again,
more of a father than
and so
Batman
on
could
and
ever
so
be.
forth. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm just not, and I don't really... And again, I suppose it keeps it going. What are you going to do in a situation like this when you have these sorts of characters? Because they're all superheroes and they all have egos and they all think they're right and they're all, and so on and so forth and all that kind of jazz. But it does create a limitation of story mechanics in that, I mean, what are you going to do? You got a bunch of characters with an ego that have superpowers and they all think that they should be in charge, and you know, they're going to get into a fist fight, and that's to some degree all they seem to understand. How else are you gonna put a story forward in a fighting game? It's a little easier when you break it up with a game like, say, Star Wars Battlefront or Battlefront 2, where at least you have a little bit of fighting and a little bit of first-person shooter type stuff and a little bit of, you know, and then you can get to drive vehicles, and every different type of battle, whether it be hand-to-hand or whether you're in a vehicle or whether you're in an aircraft or whether, you know what I mean, as different characters, it provides you with a lot of different opportunities to move the story forward. But when you have this kind of Street Fighter 2 kind of thing, I mean, how are you going to bring the story forward? You either have two opposing sets where you have the good guys and the bad guys, or you have to have a conflict. So the idea of taking a kind of decimated Justice League and bringing it and kind of having them sort of have all this baggage is interesting, but it does make it, when you have all these cutscenes, it makes it a little bit more difficult to do. And from a story point of view, if you want to call it that. And see, I don't know how far I am in the game. I'm going to guess I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. More than 2/3 of the way. I'm probably about 3/4 of the way through it. You know, and as much as I like the cutscenes, and as much as I like the characters, and as much as I like Tara Strong as, you know, the one and the only Harley Quinn, it's starting to get a little old. I'm kind of getting done with the incessant sort of cutscenes, and I just want to fight, right? It's sort of, I don't want to watch a bunch of cutscenes. I didn't buy a video game console to sit and watch a movie. I bought it because I want to play video games and I want to take part in the story. And in my view, the story is starting to get a little bit thin, or not thin, but it's just, okay, you know, we've got this enemy and they don't see eye to eye, and then they have a fight, and then that's basically what we're doing right now. We get it. None of them are getting along. They all think they're right, and they're gonna basically beat the shit out of each other because they all think that, you know, they should be in control of the game. Which I suppose you could argue is somewhat realistic in the way that people tend to behave, but it gets a little old. And the cutscenes are long. They're long. You have to watch a lot of bullshit to get going. And I was enjoying it for the first bit of the game, but now it's getting a little tiresome, and I just kind of want to finish it. I also don't like this fucking pretty boy either.
Kryptonians call that a beatdown.
See, when Kryptonians call that a beatdown. Whenever your character is trash talking, it doesn't actually register any hits. So you can hit square, circle, triangle, whatever you want, and it's not gonna matter. And then you just get punched in the face, or stabbed, or God knows what else. So it is what it is. I just find him aggravating Probably because I'm losing. Nobody likes seeing smug little whiny mama's boy ass wipes walk away on top of a fight.
Now apologize.
Now let's see if we can pull this out.
I come to Earth in peace.
Stop with the fucking trash talk. Get up.
Come on, challenge me.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Cal should be setting a better example.
You will submit, Cara Sorel.
Ever since you found me, everything you told me, half-truths, lies, to cover up your own evil.
You see the world as a child does. Good and evil are not constants. Their meanings defined by those with power.
Oh, Black Adam against her. That's not gonna go well. I hate this guy.
I can knock you down all day.
Their meanings defined by those with power. I am Kondok's bride. meanings defined by those with power. Their meanings defined.
Alright, let's see if we can close this up a little bit. Black Adam, not my favorite character to fight. Tends to give me a bit more time. But you know what? I beat him before, and I'm sure I can get him again. No, there we go. I honestly find this character aggravating. And to be honest, I find Supergirl to be an irritating goody two-shoes. Also, not my favorite character.
Wizard.
Alright, we'll give this one another go.
Defined by those with power.
I feel like Black Adam, if for no other reason, deserves to get the shit kicked out of him for the barber that he selected. Like, what is with that hair? The guy looks like he hasn't taken a shower in a month and a half. Has a wonderfully clean uniform, costume, whatever you want to call it, with all these nice little highlights, yet the guy can't seem to figure out how to take a shower or take care of his skin.
The worst.
Their meanings defined by those with power.
Kryptonians call that a beatdown. Lucky for you, I find power in restraint.
Kara, please. Listen to me. With our powers, we can't hold back, or the ones we love pay the price.
I'm sorry I wasn't here, and I couldn't help you. But Metropolis wasn't your fault.
I promise myself, never again.
This isn't who we are. The House of El isn't ruled by fear.
Hope isn't enough to save the world. Without me, they'd be dead.
Oh god, here we go. Well, at least there's some riddles.
No more Mr. Boy Scout. Without me, they'd be dead.
me, they'd be dead. That's what I call justice.
The worst.
Without me, they'd be dead.
Kicked your butt.
The strong protect the weak. Without me, they'd be dead.
This is for your own good.
As if. I can help you.
Think about all you've lost, Kara. What if you could have saved Krypton?
I think about it every day.
Then stand with me.
It's Brainiac. He's extracting the cities early.
Then we fight back. I must go to protect Kahndaq.
Go. We're heading to Metropolis.
What about her?
All that matters now is stopping Brainiac. But when this is over, you need to choose. You're either with me or against me.
Help me.
No.
Please.
Why can't I stop this? Why won't you let me fight back? How can there be order if Brainiac wins? Humanity breeds chaos. Brainiac is order.
Brainiac is
Superman and
order.
Supergirl are almost here.
Okay then.
The others are tackling
sure.
the fleet.
Why not?
Shouldn't we be in Gotham?
Brainiac
You know, all
controls
the
the entire
credibility
fleet from
that
that
one
skull
could
ship.
have,
Take
I'm
him
sure
down.
it
Take
comes
them all
from the
down.
giant
Contacts,
purple
dead
and
ahead.
green thing, whose name is Brainiac. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Rather fly that way.
They gave us an opening.
Locking on the skull ship.
I guess I'm getting closer to the end of the game here.
Five seconds to impact.
Prepare to eject.
3 seconds.
You're
Air
welcome.
brakes.
What just happened?
Brainiac's force shield is creating a concussive feedback loop.
So the harder we hit it, the harder it hits back. Kara!
A concussive feedback loop. Okay then. Sure, why not? Well, I guess that's what happens when you piss on the electric fence.
The Kryptonians are incapacitated. Complete the extraction.
Daily Planet. Well, don't think we're gonna have a planet for a whole lot longer, to kind of step up our game. Oh, I hope they bring back Elvis. Well, there's a typical Montreal-style pothole. I see people watching this live stream. I can see you, so you know, feel free to drop a note in the chat. I can see, and you know, if you're having some fun, please do subscribe as well. By the way, I haven't actually played this game, so I don't actually know what it is.
Superman, the force shield concentrates its energy at your point of attack. Move
It
faster
does,
than it
doesn't
can, and you might break through. Got it.
I might break through.
Creative, but insufficient. Decrease shield refresh interval to 10 picoseconds.
Well, I guess we just spend our time lying in the ground here, I guess. Can you imagine the kind of R&D that we're kind of designing something like that? But apparently there is only one. You do wonder where these super villains wind up getting these vast R&D and these manufacturing facilities to build their one giant ship. Not the most efficient manufacturing process of the business, I suppose, is it? No wonder they have to consume everything. It's so fucking expensive that they only build one that they have to consume every single resource in order to be able to afford it. You can just imagine what the insurance rate on that thing is. Extended parking, I suppose. Nice dump.
I couldn't find his body. Can't hear his heartbeat. I was supposed to protect him from this. From
You were. You didn't.
Now he's gone. I'm sure that's the best news you've heard all day.
I'll miss him too.
You mean that?
He was a good friend once. I trusted him with my life. But the Joker got to him, and I wasn't there to stop it. I lost my friend Clark, and I've missed him ever since.
Hey, it's the
Atlantis.
Dork Patrol!
I didn't listen. Now, we all die together.
No one's giving up yet. Anyone here from Beetle or Firestorm?
This is your fault, Bruce. Cal and I
Oh,
would've
another
beat Brainiac.
fight.
You
The
should
world
have
is
followed our
ending,
lead.
and
Stop it,
there's
Diana.
nothing left but a shell. Yet they
Millions of
still
people
have
are trapped
time
on
to
that
sit
ship.
and have a
We have to
huge
save
fucking
them.
fight.
Not with him.
Such discord. No wonder humans have yet to expand their civilization beyond the confines of this tiny planet.
Did you call in just to gloat?
My betas are taking position all across your planet. In 1 hour, they will explode in unison, burning the Earth's atmosphere, rendering
Always
this
in
world a
unison,
barren
isn't it? I
void.
suppose it's a bit more
Unless
dramatic that way.
You surrender Kara Zor-El. She is Krypton's sole survivor.
You ever notice that all of these big,
Opportunity to study
bad,
the
evil
effect
super
of yellow
villains,
sun
when they're in the
on
middle of a
Kryptonian
monologue,
cells?
they almost never seem to get cut off.
And I will
They
spare
never
this
seem to
world.
get cut off
Even
or
if I brought you
interrupted
to honor
or
that
somebody
deal,
interject or
take it.
anything like that. They always seem
You
to
have
have
1 hour
the
to
floor,
reconsider.
and they never seem to have the indignity
Thanks for
of
giving
being
the new girl a
interrupted.
chance, but
Like, people just will allow them
maybe I should
to
go.
keep running
No,
their mouths.
we'll
I never
find a way
could
to
quite
take down
figure this
Brainiac's
out.
shields.
I
We
don't
have to.
think this is
We
a
could try shorting 'em
natural
out.
command of
But we
authority
need
or
to
anything
generate an
like
insane
that,
amount
but
of
it is
power.
interesting
Perhaps
to note that
science is
whenever you
not the
watch this
answer.
and these these big bad guys come in and they have this monologue. They always seem to have the perfect dramatic setup, and everybody sort of crowds around them like Jesus to his followers, but with a lower budget and, you know, kind of cheesier costumes and poorer quality, less inspiring dialogue. And then they, you know, just sort of let them sit and run their mouths. In fact,
I could make a signal disruptor
he
that blocks his neural
wasn't
network.
even there. He's in a hologram.
Shields down. We can disarm those beta
Don't know if
bombs.
that's
Then that's
arrogance
our
or
plan.
a abject
Adam,
form of
get to
chicken
Kanda.
shittery masquerading as something else, but I suppose we shall soon see. Nice dump.
The Rock of Eternity is hidden in a pocket dimension. I've refrained from opening the gateway to it since Brainiac's invasion.
Yeah, it's always another dimension, isn't it?
Precisely. Once the door is opened, it's only a matter
Barely
of time
figure out what
before
to do in
Brainiac
this one.
attacks.
A fight I
At
look
least I
forward
can't.
to.
If any of you watching have managed to figure out how to
Ancient
function in
ones,
this dimension
unveil
and
the
other
golden
dimensions,
path
and
to
power
you.
to you, perhaps
In your
send me a
names.
note.
Shul, Haru, Aman,
Ugugu, Habagi, Esugubugu gibberish. Guess that's what happens when you piss on the electric fence. Look, a monkey.
Black Adam has revealed Kondok's power and its location. The Society will obtain a sample of the Rock of Eternity for me. I wish
The Rock
to
of
study
Eternity.
Earth's so-called
They always have such dramatic names for these inanimate objects, don't they?
They thought Earth would be theirs to conquer.
At least it was a little bit more Spartan in
Earth can go to hell. I serve Brainiac.
in Transformers.
As you should. I will
The
give
power
you new
came
soldiers.
from the cube.
Bring me that sample before the Earth is destroyed.
Wasn't the
And your
ring of
loyalty will be
power or
rewarded.
the obelisk of Anawana Wanawa? Don't think it's just the cube. So now I guess we get to listen to a whole bunch of yammering back and forth, some monologuing, and a bunch of monkeys and a few other weird guys in strange looking costumes, and a bunch of other people from the Freak Squad, and then I guess we're gonna have one big final fight,
An extractor ship is on its way.
and all that kind of
Kanda will be Brainiac's.
Using pawns, Grodd?
Yes.
Can achieve great
I have a very, very,
if you're willing to sacrifice them.
and I will use my really giant fork and my overly dramatic tenor. Ooh, that's nice, kind of jujitsu-esque. Can you imagine how much easier it would be to eat lobster if we had one of those? I should get one of those. I should commission a giant. Ow. I'm with Raj from The Big Bang Theory about Aquaman. Aquaman is the dumbest superhero.
Fight left in you?
Oh, none of this Taekwondo fucking shit, please. Thank you. That seems to be fire. Does he have any better combos than this? Ow.
Feel Poseidon's wrath.
She's doing better than I am right about now. Ow! Ow, you're hurting my little wristy. Alright, well. Let's try this one more time, shall
Using
we?
pawns, Grodd?
Yes, my overly dramatic voice and my frilly cheesy costume. I shall beat you with my handsome tenor and heroic giant form. Aquaman Come on, poke the fork. Ow. You know what? I'll be honest. It keeps saying that I have all these moves available, but these special moves, I don't actually know how to execute. I will have to look that up, I think. Are we getting a little bit of porn going on here? Okay, there we go. I'm digging the jiu-jitsu stuff here, even though I'm losing.
Who needs a cracker?
It's Tuesday nights at Red Lobster. Ow. Get up, fish face. There we go. Ow. I go over her and I get my face kicked. Great. Ow. Let's try that again, shall we? Because I don't think that this went very well. Probably because it sucks!
Pawns can
I
achieve
suppose
great
me
victories
controlling him by
if you're
extension.
willing
Be that
to
as it may.
sacrifice them.
Alright, forkhead. I don't know too many people that understand that kind of impalement with a giant fork. It's not a fork, it's a triton. It's a fucking fork. It's just a very large fork, a very large seafood. Or poultry, I guess. I'll beat you with my fork, even if I am a dork. There we go. Super move available. Yeah. How do I do it? I don't know how.
I'll drag you to the depths.
Yes, 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 with my tenor. If you win, I will cease to exist. If I win, I will be merciful and give you a lifetime supply of discounted Red Lobster. Actually, to be honest with you, that would most likely be a faster way to kill her. Just feed her Red Lobster. Quick shot of food poisoning. Ow. Get up, fish head. Oh, that took a quick. Aw, come on. Ah! I almost got that one. Almost. Don't you just hate it when it's that fucking close?
God will not defile Kanda.
Such misplaced pride you have, compared to my achievements. You are nothing, Adam.
It'll be interesting to see how he is against Black Canary in this game. I don't really have the chance to face him yet. He gives me a hard time when I'm playing against him, so it's interesting to see how strong he is. Because some characters do seem to be stronger than the others. And It does appear to be apparent. It's pretty much knocked out first. Ow. That first cut hard. He's slow though.
Come on, strength pommels. Come out, Grodd! Face me! I require no assistance.
I require no assistance? Oh, he needs assistance, alright. In more ways than one, that's for damn sure.
Here comes the cavalry. Fitting that you two died together. The last of mankind's monarchs.
What kind of ruler sacrifices his own people for Brainiac?
My loyalty isn't to Brainiac or Gorilla City. It's to myself. I'll wait until that alien exposes his weakness and kill him with his ship. I will be unstoppable.
I've had my fill of Grodd's charade. Your hubris will be your undoing.
It isn't hubris when one is truly exceptional.
Come to Canada, they don't appreciate anybody here. The more exceptional you are in Canada, the more they don't like you. It is very much a negative country. His attacks are weird.
Mind if I take a selfie?
Exceptional is not the word I'd use.
Blue Beetle? We thought you were dead.
The Scarab's hard to kill. Batman told me you guys needed a hand. Consider me your sidekick.
Come along.
Off into the Stargate, I guess.
How does this work exactly?
We imbue your trident with a spark of the rock's power. When its full might is released, it will seek out your weapon. Your thoughts will guide the wizard's power to its final target.
I am ready.
I am ready. With my cheesy dialogue.
Beal, what are you doing?
My bidding.
A sleeper agent to lead you here.
Despite the power of his scarab, the boy was easily manipulated. Now, Jaime, kill them. So many ways to kill you.
The Scarab's gimmicks are no match for the Rock of Eternity. I'll show you the wizard's power.
So many ways to kill you.
The Scarab's gimmicks are no match for the Rock of Eternity.
king, Grodd? You're a brute.
A true leader serves his people. You only serve yourself.
Be that as it may, I will be the only one who leaves this cave. You have been a valuable contributor to my society.
My knee bends to no one.
Zero, I'm trying to play the video game.
You have been a valuable contributor to my society.
My knee bends to no one.
Society could use you.
I won't be your vassal.
Get up, get up, get up.
Now, Grodd, your punishment.
Stupid humans.
The people of Atlantis demand justice.
Against Brainiac. I've seen his mind, felt his power. He can't be stopped.
But you can.
Zero, I'm trying to play the video game. They give you lots and lots and lots of attention.
How's your head?
Empty.
So not much has changed.
Barry! Arrow! Out of the way!
Cyborg, where's that signal disruptor?
Coming at you. All you have to do is hit the trigger, but it only jams a local area. You need to get within arm's reach of Brainiac.
Good.
Zero. Stop destroying the chair. Yeah, you have a scratching first. Use that.
They did it! Shields are down!
Supergirl, on me. Victor, help the others fight those betas. The signal gets stronger this way. What is it?
Voices. Millions of them. So many languages. The Kryptonians.
Yes, Zero. Hello, Zero. Yes, I know the dialogue isn't very good. Yeah, I know.
Kandor. Argo City. Home. We have to help them.
I'm not sure we can.
There has to be a way.
Yeah, let me beat the bad guy. Zero. Yeah, I gotta finish this game. No. Zero. No, not right now.
Para Zor-El. Until recently, I had thought my collection of Krypton to be complete. Your capture will make it so.
Gee, I wonder if he's the bad guy. Well, I guess this is the guy that struck out on OkCupid more than a few times.
You are not exceptional. Merely an ordinary specimen of a primitive species. Dispose of him.
Where's Kara?
Captured, somewhere on board. We'll find her. But we only have 20 minutes before Brainiac's betas scorch the Earth.
Why aren't the others here?
They're attacking the betas, just in case we don't pull through.
We will.
The world's finest. Well, I suppose that remains to be seen.
Firestorm, what happened to you?
Brainiac unified our dueling minds. No longer divided. We think as one.
He's your walking bomb. How do we get past him?
Didn't quite go the way we all wanted.
Swamp Thing 2?
Brainiac has unlocked the Green's power. He has mastered the Firestorm Matrix. All knowledge will be subsumed under his collection.
To answer your question, this is how we get past him.
A battering against a quantum vortex. Boron, indium, cadmium. That was a...
Control rod. Perfect for stopping runaway fission. To answer your question, this is how we get past him.
A battering against a quantum vortex. Boron, indium, cadmium. That was a...
Control rod. Perfect for stopping runaway fission. your minds right. I promise. You have a plan? It's a work in progress. I might be able to restore them. That's new. Brainiac's adapting. Quantity or difficulty? Difficulty.
Aboard this ship, the Green will live forever.
As a digital copy, it won't be real.
All nature is data. It can be stored with no loss of fidelity.
That's Brainiac talking. Time to get him out of your head.
Alright, well, I think we're gonna give that one another go. That didn't go quite the way I wanted. Not that, you know, anybody necessarily wants to lose, I suppose, but, you know,
Quantity
sure,
or
why the hell
difficulty?
not. We'll give this another go.
Aboard this ship, the Green will live forever.
As a digital copy, it won't be real.
This whole game is digital. Nothing's real.
It can be stored with no loss of fidelity.
That's Brainiac talking. Time
It's
to get him out of
Brainiac
your head.
talking. It was doing better earlier on with the first fight. Oh well.
Brainiac's adapting. I can help him. Keep those betas busy. Just one thing. Hear me. Your power's being used against you. Against the Green.
Brainiac is now the Green's protector. It will live forever, preserved in his collection.
Brainiac's adapting. Quantity or difficulty? Difficulty.
Aboard this ship, the Green will live forever.
As a digital copy, it won't be real.
All nature is data. It can be stored with no loss of fidelity.
That's Brainiac talking. Time to get him out of your head. Brainiac's adapting.
Adaptation.
I can help him. Keep those betas busy. Swamp Thing, hear me. Your power's being used against you. Against the Green.
Brainiac is now the Green's protector. It will live forever, preserved in his collection.
Not in my vocabulary. Now let's get you free. It should disrupt their link with Brainiac.
Firestorm's brain patterns are changing. I can't read what's happening to Swamp Thing.
Jason, Professor Stein.
Yeah. We're both here. What happened?
Brainiac added a third mind to your head.
Like we needed that.
What is this place?
Brainiac's ship. Firestorm will get you back on terra firma. Report to Hal. He'll need help fighting Brainiac's suicide betas.
Sounds like a job for Firestorm. Good luck.
No Brainiac. Where is he?
I don't know. The ship's walls are lined with lead.
Bruce Wayne of Earth, Kal-El of Krypton. Your battles echo across the universe. Your war has had consequences neither of you could foresee. The chaos you spread is a cancer upon the cosmos. Only Brainiac can establish order.
So much for the magical advantage. I'll take care of this.
I'll keep searching for Brainiac.
Brainiac will achieve what you could not. He will quell Gotham's chaos, but for him to succeed, you must die. Vengeance of Horus.
I'll deal with him.
You hate magic.
I'll manage.
And I'll hunt down Brainiac.
I've always respected you, Fate. But Brainiac can't destroy my home. Not again.
Your misdeeds precipitated his arrival on this planet. Brainiac's curiosity was piqued by your decimation of the Green Lantern Corps. Now he comes to spare humanity from the chaos you unleashed.
'Cause you can't stop me. 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 'Cause you can't st
Vengeance of Horus! Magic weakens your power.
Not for long.
Vengeance of Horus.
I'll carve out my own destiny.
Of order. Their voices are gone.
It's over, Kent.
I'm sorry for attacking. The Helm commanded me.
They can't command you anymore.
Both of you have defied fate. Courted chaos. But now, to see you working together again, you must keep order, or the Lords will impose it. If not through Brainiac.
Even a magical being like Dr. Fate recognizes my superiority. In time, the entire universe will adhere to my design.
Unless we stop you.
I offer nothing less than deliverance. Your environment is poisoned. Your civilization has exhausted its resources. The Earth's decline cannot be reversed.
We'll find a way. We always do.
Earth's time is up.
Where's Kara?
Being vivisected. She has already taught me much about the nature of your powers.
Allow me to give you a proper demonstration.
I match your strength. You cannot match my intellect. You are only a Kryptonian, of which I have killed billions. nothing super about you. Of which I have killed billions.
That's nice. I'm just concerned with killing you right now.
I know your thoughts. Of which I have killed billions. Kryptonians do not interest. Of which I have killed billions. Give in to the inevitable. Of which I have killed billions.
than a nuisance.
Of which I have killed billions. Your pain brings no pleasure. Feeble effort. Of which I have killed billions. You are not worth collecting.
Please, don't get up.
Of which I have killed billions. Your pain brings no pleasure.
That's what I call justice.
Of which I have killed billions. sooner about you. Of which I have killed billions.
The strong protect the weak.
So little accomplished. Of which I have killed billions. I know your thoughts. Of which I have killed billions. which I have killed billions. To the inevitable.
Get up.
Hope you've learned something.
Come on.
Of which I have killed billions. Kryptonians do not interest. Of which I have killed billions. I know your thoughts. Of which I have killed billions. which I have killed billions. Your pain brings no pleasure. Of which I have killed billions. Kryptonians do not interest. Of which I have killed billions. There is nothing super about you.
Ready to quit yet? I'll tear your ship apart.
Of which I have killed billions. worth collecting.
Mr. Boy Scout.
Of which I have killed billions. To the inevitable. Of which I have killed billions. about you.
Welcome to Earth, Brainiac.
Of which I have killed billions.
Please, don't get up.
Your pain brings no pleasure.
That was for Krypton. The attacks on the fleet are weakening him. I could feel him losing steam as we fought.
Good. Should make it easier to cut him off from the betas. This is Batman. Brainiac is down.
The disruptor worked. All the betas are shutting down.
We did it. Now we find Kara. What's happening?
Brainiac's mind is the ship's CPU. Apparently he doesn't have a backup system.
If we crash, all the city's preserved on board.
Destroyed.
Clark, wait! You said yourself, the ship is controlled by pure thought.
This could kill you.
Sounds like a job for me.
bypass loop. Put the ship on autopilot.
Trying. A ship! You will not destroy my collection! Relinquish my ship! You will regret that. You are persistent, but primitive theatrics cannot save you.
Really?
Earth is doomed. Your pain brings no pleasure. You are persistent, but primitive theatrics cannot save you. Heroics fail you.
One more, and I think I'm kind of done for the evening. I've already beaten this asshole once, and it was not easy, and I'm getting a bit tired.
Primitive
Given it
theatrics
is,
cannot save you.
in my time zone, almost 5 o'clock. This will be my last go. I wanted to see if I could finish the game. This guy is a bit of a pain in the ass, and I've already beaten him once.
So little accomplished.
Don't waste my time.
One more. It would be nice to if I can finish him.
You are persistent, but primitive
Fight him
theatrics
again
cannot save you.
after I win this match.
I overestimated you.
Rethink your strategy. Like you said, I'm persistent. We need to get you out of there.
Not yet. The cities.
You're okay.
I thought it was too late, but I can feel the heartbeat of Atlantis. Brainiac's work is undone.
Not all of it. I couldn't save everyone.
This guy needs
Some
a
cities are still
copyright
trapped in
agent
collection.
around for every
Others
cheesy
were lost,
catchphrase that
wiped
comes
from
out
the
of his
ship's memory.
fucking mouth.
Metropolis,
Holy
Coast City.
shit.
But we can still save them, right? Carol? My family?
I'm sorry, Hal.
First Krypton, now Earth? No other world should suffer this.
Clark, no. Even if I agreed that he should die, you can't. We need him alive to save the rest of our cities.
No, we don't. With more time and Cyborg's help, the ship will obey me.
Or we could lose more cities.
Bruce is right. We can't be sure.
What we can be sure of is that Brainiac puts everyone else at risk.
This is no different than Joker. If you'd killed him, we might have—
It was never that simple, Diana.
Yes, it is, Bruce. Metropolis and Coast City are gone. How many more innocent people die before you accept that some lives need to be taken? My powers. How did you...
Gold kryptonite, courtesy of Firestorm.
Get up, Cal.
Stay down. Enough exposure, and you'll be depowered permanently.
This madness has to end, Bruce.
You don't want to do this.
Stop, Clark. This is over.
Well, there's the dude with his giant fork.
Arthur,
Clearly,
don't
all
do
the
this. You don't want to follow Clark. I'm
so-called
not
heroes
following
can't
anyone.
get along. Again.
You've never understood Atlantis, Bruce. We are an ancient people with an old-fashioned sense of justice.
Oh, great.
Feel Poseidon's wrath.
Don't waste my time.
Justice. Hit by a rogue wave. You're gasping for air.
Something wrong, Arthur. Crawl back to the seat.
Justice.
The regime's over.
You can't beat an Atlantean.
Don't be so sure. Atlantis needs to get with the times.
Not that he had any nuts to begin with.
I'm tired of fighting you, Arthur.
Batman knew they'd double-cross him. We have to move.
There's no escape. You wish to fall, so be it.
Go back to Kondak, Adam. Stay here and you'll be prosecuted.
You'd have to capture me, Batman. The dive underestimated you the last time. I've underestimated you for the last time. I've underestimated.
Alright, one more and I think that'll actually do it. Thought it might be the end of the game. The other does not look like it. I think that'll do for now. I don't know how long I've been playing, but I mean, I guess it's pretty close to the end of the game. I think. I'm not sure. Hard to say. Story Chapter 9 rewards. Well, I guess it can't hurt to take a quick look at that before I sign off for the evening. Kryptonian Heritage Shield. Ooh. Supergirl emblem. Supergirl shader. Phantom Zone. Story Chapter 10 rewards. The Emperor of Kondak. Okay. Shazam. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think that pretty much will do it for tonight. Sorry I haven't really had the chance to play for a little while, but you know what? I've got a slow-ish weekend, so most likely I am going to come tomorrow and play some more. And I actually don't know how long this game is, so who knows? I might actually be able to finish it tomorrow. I honestly thought that since that guy was the big bad guy at the end of the game, that, maybe that would be the end of the game. But apparently not. Apparently we are in for more infighting and power struggles and the kinds of petty, immature crap that a bunch of overly powerful men and women children have decided that they are going to solve their differences by beating the living shit out of each other. Apparently that is an example for how we should all behave. Not that we need an example of that. I think that's the way most people seem to behave these days. Anyway, so, for those of you that may be watching either live or may see this should you fall upon it afterwards, please do subscribe. It really does help me out, and I'm glad that you are enjoying me playing these games. And I will finish this up, and then we should be good to go. So with that, have a good night. It is currently 5:12 a.m. my time. That would be 6:12 Eastern. So I have officially done the, not very. I've done the stereotypical nerd Friday night. So anyway, have a good one, and I think that'll pretty much do it.